Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I hope I'm finding you well. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Yeah, you can probably hear that it is a very rainy, but it's not morning actually, it's afternoon. Very rainy and cold afternoon in Lincolnshire in the UK, and I have to say there is snow falling amongst the rain. It's very bizarre. So you can hear the rain and it's wet when it hits the floor, but there's like big white flakes coming down with it. So yeah, very bizarre weather. Yeah, and very cold, very cold. It's creeping into my bones, I have to say. So yeah, much as I love to look out on the wintry weather, I'm ready for some sunshine now. What about you? Okay, so enough about the weather forecast, and thank you for joining me. Hello. Welcome to everybody who's been here and subscribed and knows me well, and yeah, welcome also to those of you that have just found me or are just joining us. You're very welcome. I hope you find something that you're going to enjoy here on the channel. So today's video is going to be a dig it out and dust it off challenge video that I am doing for the Facebook group Tattytreasureandfriends. I'm hosting it throughout the month of February, so it's getting things out from your craft room, be it tools, papers, anything at all you've got lying around. It doesn't matter what it is, and you know, showing it a bit more love. You know, you maybe haven't used it for a while, maybe used to use it once upon a time, but you've put it away and forgotten about it, or it might be that you've used it once or twice and not really got on with it. You know, just go dig in those deep recesses under the top level, if you're anything like me, under the top level, and see what you've got lurking about. So you've probably spotted on my desk I have got a 12 by 12 paper pad. So this is a Stamperia one. I have used some bits of it. It's absolutely beautiful, but I haven't used a lot of it for one particular reason. It is beautiful on both sides. So I know you can't see all of that. Obviously these cards and whatever can be cut out and used, but in fact I'm going to separate it up so you can see. But when we get to the papers, you know, they are so, that one's not too difficult, but some of them, they're so beautiful on both sides. I can't decide which one I want to use, and because I've only got the one pad, you know, it'd be different if you had two, and then you could use one side from one pad and one side from the other. Sorry if that banged you. Yeah, just deciding which side you want to use and actually covering the other seems such a shame that it's stopping me from using it. Yeah, so I think the one I'm going to use is at the very bottom. This one, I mean, how gorgeous is that with the raspberries? That's making me think of, well, I don't know when do raspberries come out. I think it's actually autumnish, isn't it? But yeah, the red colours making me think of summer and fruit. Oh yeah, it maybe is autumn look because we've got leaves on the back. Anyway, just so too beautiful, far too beautiful to choose one side. So I'm going to make something that uses both sides of it, and it's fairly thick as well. So dig out your 12 by 12 papers if you've got the same problem, or just one or two, whatever you want. Yeah, and have a make along with me. Yeah, right, I've chosen two. I've decided to do it with two. I did make a prototype and I think I used two. I didn't finish it, I just did the cutting and the folding. Now, because I am here without all my tools, those of you that know, I am crafting in my mum's conservatory and not in my craft room. What I want is this in half. Some glue on it there. And I don't have my large cutter with me. There's a bit of glue on the back of there. So all I'm going to do is fold it in half. I guess long ways is the word I'm looking for, is it? Yeah, so your picture runs the length, if you see what I mean, because we're going to use both halves of it. Yep, so fold it in half that way. And we want two strips, so I'm going to just cut it down with my scissors. Brave or what? Yeah, I could get the craft knife out and the quilting ruler and what have you, but I'm just going for handcrafted today and enjoying using it, that I've had it stashed there for so long. Let's get rid of those bits. So do that with both pieces. You see, I'm going to use both sides of it on show, mostly on show anyway. And yeah, but I didn't tell you, did I, what I was going to make? So I'm going to make a tag booklet, and of course if you've seen the picture on the front of the video and the description, you'll already know that, won't you? But I got there in the end. Right, so I'll tell you a little bit more about the challenge while I'm doing this, for those of you that have not been watching. So once a week for 4 weeks in any given month, one of the admin from Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook, so that's Tania at Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group, has been hosting, or is about to host, challenges for the whole month. So my Justine's was last month, and Justine House of Mahalo, and mine is this month, which is February. So what we would like you to do is to join in with us if you'd like to. Everything is in the description, so if you want to go and look at the description for the links to the Facebook group and have a look there, you certainly can. We'd love you to join in. It doesn't have to be what the host is doing, it's you dusting off and using up anything at all that you've got lying around, and perhaps take a picture or a video and put it onto the Tatty Treasure or Friends Facebook group underneath the thread. So each time I load one of my challenges, the thread will go up on the page, and then underneath it you load what you've done that particular week. And if you do 4 over the month, you'll be entered into a prize draw, which Tania will be drawing, I believe, on the 7th of March, although this finishes on the 5th of March. Just nips into March, even though it's a February challenge. Of course, you don't have to. You can just post an odd one or two and share with your comments with us, or you could, I'm going to fold these in half while I'm talking to you. You could post all 4 in 1 week. That would still count, as long as you've got all 4 pictures or videos under one of the threads. But yeah, go onto the website. No, don't go onto the website, go onto the Facebook page, Facebook site, and all the instructions will be there, because you know it can get a little bit complicated, all of us telling you things in a different way. So yeah, follow what's on there. There will be prompts telling you what to do as well when it's time to do something. So yeah, just interact with the group, or just go there and have a look what everyone else is doing if sharing's not your thing. But yeah, it'd be fun to be entered into the prize draw to win something, wouldn't it? And have Tania call your name out. How lovely. From Tania's lovely teapot, or maybe from her, I don't know how she's doing it now. It depends how many people are in the draw, I guess. She might have to use one of the tools. Okay, so that I ended up with 4 of those is what I did, and it's fairly thick paper, hence why I didn't want to not use both sides. And then all I did was, right, let's choose what we want on the outside. So we'll, I've got 4, yeah, so I've got 4 different there, by folding one way and one the other. And yeah, I think I might want that lovely one on the outside. And I think I used 3 if I remember rightly, so let's just put that one to one side and see how many I can get in. So I don't want that one there because it's the same as that. I do want that one. It might be the same as that one inside, but that's fine. Yeah, that's lovely. So I can have him outside and inside. Beautiful. So the one that you choose to be in the middle, you fold this one in until it's nearly, but not quite at the crease. So I would say, what difference would you say that is? About a couple of millimetres maybe, and fold it up there. And then the same with this one. It's a really simple task, and it makes a beautiful booklet. It really does, tag booklet or folio if you want to call it that. And there are so many variations you can do with it. You can change it up. Now, I did get the idea from somebody. I'm trying to think, because I don't want to not name who it was. Who did I watch making something like this? Right, I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, I think it was Kylie's craft card, I think. I'll have to find out. I'll have to look and link it if I can go back and find the video, because I watched it right at, before I went in hospital. Yeah, so it'll be a long way back. I don't save my history because it fills my phone up. Okay, so all I've done is just cut two, so they will be glued down round there and round there, and obviously they're tag pockets. Yep, and I'm just going to do that with all three. So this is going to be the next one. The thing is, it's lovely thick card, so obviously you need to make each one longer than the other so it fits inside nicely. So yeah, I don't think I need to measure it like that. I think when you turn this in, if you then make sure, I think I might need to ink that for you, might I, so you can see what I'm doing. Let's do that one as well. So yeah, a real quick make. It's just taken a long time because I'm explaining it to you, but honestly, if you just get a couple of pages of 12 by 12 out and have a go at this, it really is a quickie. Yeah, did I ink? Excuse me. Oh, the rain's stopping anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to move that one out. Can you see I've got about 3 or 4 millimeters gap there, which will make this bit a bit longer, and will make the tags, obviously, the tag pockets a little bit shorter. So your tags will have to be kind of bespoke for each one. You won't be able to make 6 all the same. Well, I suppose you would, but you'll have to trim them down as they go. Yeah, cut those. Now you can cut these all the same, or you can cut them different. You can cut them bigger. It's completely up to you. Like I say, I'm only working on a rough idea that I've seen and changed a bit. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing there. I need to be doing that on that one, don't I? Yeah, the brain is defrosting and coming back slowly, but I am still, yeah, I'm still on fog brain a little bit. It's a bit of a, not too straight to cut, but it doesn't matter. Were you were the middle, weren't you? So this one was bigger, am I right? Yeah. So you can see, even though I folded that one so much bigger, it is practically the same size, maybe 0.5 millimetre. So obviously I need to do the same again for this one. And I don't know if inking this one will allow you to see it, but I will try. It might. It just might. Am I the right way up? Yes. Make sure you're, when you cut your tags, you're all the right way up. Wouldn't that be awful? You've just made me think now. Yeah, we're doing okay. I mean, you can see why I wouldn't want to lose one side of these patterns, wouldn't you? And I guess anybody who's a Tim Holtz fan, yeah, this would be a brilliant make for any Tim Holtz 12 by 12 pad that you know you don't want to lose either side. And it is very eclectic and full on, this paper, this Stamperia pad, but I think it's lending itself nicely to this task. Okay, yeah, so it's a fairly chunky, I'm not sure that you'd particularly want it in a journal, a fairly chunky, yes, what's the word I'm looking for? Booklet, maybe? And I think I'm going to sew it together before, probably need to clip it down. I'm going to sew it together before I stick down those edges. I don't know if that's a wise move or not, because I didn't stick the prototype yet. It's still on. Oh, I didn't sew it yet, so I obviously stuck that one first. So let's get them, I just want to hold them, shadow it down the side. Yeah, just want to hold them where I want them so they don't move too much while I'm sewing. So I think, are you where I want you? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch in it. I think that will be nice and secure. I'll go with some of that. I quite like the black. Yes, let's have black. Oops, unravelling itself. It obviously wanted to be used to... Oh, I'm in a knot. How did I manage that? Let's try again then. And 3 will definitely be more than enough. Yeah, a mean 3 I've got there. I didn't get the needle out, did I? So guys, I hope you're all well. I haven't stopped to chat to you yet, haven't I? Have I should say, haven't I? Oh dear. Excuse the noise a minute while I hunt for a needle. Let me get these out. Oh, it would seem I haven't got a needle in here. The needle holder is missing, which is a bit worrying because all my loose ones will be at home. Oh. Right, I'm going to have to go hunt for a needle. Bear with me a moment. Okay, I found one. Thank goodness for that. I had my sewing things with me, so yeah, because I've been making some, I think I said to you a video or two before that I've been making some fabric clusters while I was laid up in bed, you know, on painkillers and couldn't do anything else. So yeah, and I've got them on my desk now, so I'll be able to show you them. So yeah, no measuring or anything. I'm just gonna punch the hole. Now I think, shall I tie it on the outside this time? I think I might. I think I'll tie this one on the outside, and then there's no bulk, is there? So, which means you need to start with your thread on the outside like that, and then how far shall we go? About there? Yeah, about an inch maybe from the top of the booklet. Whoops. And your needle goes through. Oopsie. Through there. Oh, I thought I'd come unthreaded then. I haven't. And then about the same down here. Yeah, I suppose those flaps would be out of the way, wouldn't they, if I'd stitched them first. So about an inch up from the bottom as well. Straight through into the book. That's it. And because it's lovely strong paper and there's not too many layers, I shouldn't have, she says, any problem getting the, am I going the right way? Yes. Getting the needle through, just through me, because I usually do it the other way. Okay, let's just pull that tight, pull that one out of the way a little bit, and see if we can get through without splitting that other cotton. I think we have gone straight through, you know. Excellent. And then one that side and one that side, that's it. Right, what shall I do with that? Because I may want it again if all my others turn up. I'll put it in there, which is what I put my awl in. Hopefully that'll keep me safe. Okay, so I want a bit more on this one, which is that one, I believe. Let's get rid of that. A bit more. Yeah, I think that's enough, because I probably will trim it off anyway, because I don't want a huge. So one big knot that way, not too tight. Should have made sure it was, yeah, it's fine in there. And then one knot going the other way. And then, yeah, this is me trying to tie a tiny bow. Well, any kind of bow really, if you know me. I know it's not my forte, so I won't mess with it. That's a bow. Obviously you could leave it dangling and put beads on, or you know, maybe you're really good at bows. I'm just thinking what else you could put elastic around it, couldn't you? Yeah, you could sew it with embroidery thread. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get the pages to lay straight before I glue them, because once I glue them down, yeah, so we haven't cut those top two, have we? I couldn't decide on the other one whether to cut them short and make them just a little tuck in there, but I haven't cut them short, so yeah, I guess I will make them into tucks like the others. But yeah, I think it would be nice. It would be nice with a side tuck in there. Very much so. Yeah, and then you just get your glue. Real simple make, like I say. And I'll do it upside down because it was easier for me. So if you just glue down the L shape on the part of the tag that you've cut, find where that bit is. Yeah, and down it goes. Simple as that, and you just do that with them all. And then you've got, I've got any tags on here? Oh, I've got some of Tania's from her shop, look. Now obviously it's not going to be long enough, it does just fit nicely, that one though. Might use that as a template. Obviously they're going to get bigger the further in I go. Yeah, so you can cut this at a sharper angle if you want your tag hidden right down there, you know, so it doesn't show above. You can have it showing above with lace and threads and things off. There's just so many different ways you can create in this. So let me just do all these and then I'll give you a few more ideas. You know, the ideas are coming thick and fast, and I'm sure they are to you. Oops. Of things you can actually do with this booklet that make lovely happy mail. I think it would make a nice booklet to, you know how you sometimes use a journal as an ideas book. This would be a nice kind of a keeping book for tags. You know, so a completely different tag style in each one. Obviously it depends what theme your papers are. Well, doesn't have to, but it could do. You could do this with, it doesn't have to be 12 by 12, you could cut digital papers down, couldn't you? You could use any kind of paper at all to make this kind of tag effect. And it's got kind of a waterfall effect inside, just so that it will all, you know, be hidden when it's closed. Yeah, some labels will be nice in here for writing on. Oh, so I stopped the film because Mum came in to talk to me, and I forgot for a moment or two to start it again, so you only missed me putting a line of glue down there. Okay. Lid on your glue, Denise. That's it. Okay, so I spotted that the cable also was was in the view of the camera, so it's going to just be one of those films today, I think, isn't it? So sorry about that as well. Hope you stayed with me. So yeah, we've got the booklet done. I'm just going to put some, find a label to put on the front. I was looking at these as well, thinking, yeah, should we put some little tucks in this side? And for stationery or papers as well. I think that might be nice, might it? Just to get the full use out of the pages that are there. Obviously you could clip things on the back of those, but let's ink them up and put some in. And again, not my idea. I did, if it was Kylie, and I'm pretty sure it was Kylie that I saw do this, she did use her cut-offs. They were a completely different size to this, and I think she did them on every other page or something like that. But yeah, so I'm not trying to pass this off as my idea. Very few things on oh, don't like that one, on yeah, the YouTube crafting channels now are new. If you come across something new, oh look, yeah, you're doing well. But yeah, we all share each other's, so as long as we name who we're copying is not the word I want, is it? But who's inspiring us, enthusing us. Quite like that dark one on there. And yeah, that's the way to do it, folks. So just little tiny ones, so you know, if you don't want to put anything in them, they don't look like, oh, there's something empty on that page that should be filled. But you know, probably not even a tag, but just something sweet in there. So yeah, I don't want to do them all. Isn't that gorgeous picture? Shall I just do one opposite it, which was there, wasn't it? I wonder if I can get him as... Oh, we've got to, haven't we? He has, and it looks like he's come out of there. He hasn't, but it looks like he has. He's got to be an octup. We've got to have prickles in. All the prickles. The hedgehog. Right, you can probably hear that the rain's returned again. What what a day for weather we're having today. Lots of it. Yep, so Neil's off tomorrow. Yay, so bless him. He's absolutely shattered. Since he's gone back to work, he's been working hard, and obviously when he's home, he's been looking after me. So yes, he is ready for a day doing nothing, which is what he's going to have. I think I said to you yesterday that the car is going in to the garage on Monday. Do you know, I quite like that there. Wasn't that a lucky? Just took all the plain ones out. I suppose I better try a few others just in case, but that one is definitely appealing to me. That one's the same label, isn't it? Yeah, I think it might be just that little bit of grey on the edge that I'll try it and not hide that tree, because that is a beautiful image. Yeah, so what are you dusting off this week? Especially those of you that have been doing this all month with us, because this is my 3rd out of 4 hosting this particular challenge. I've seen quite a few on Facebook. Have you been doing it and not sharing, just following along? Let me know in the comments if that's the case. What would you choose if you had to dust something off but you're not joining in? What is it that you know you should be using but you're not going to? Yeah, I mean, you could really go to town with buttons and lace and all sorts of things, couldn't you? So I've been thinking about the tags, and I'm thinking I'd like to use another page of this up actually, just to in the spirit of using the 12 by 12, which is what the challenge is about. And obviously, as I was going through with you, I noticed that this one has got that beautiful bark on the back, which is perfect for journaling, isn't it? It's perfect for the back of a tag. So I could just cut this into the tags if I can get 6 out of it. Now I want to leave him. Definitely need to leave him for something, don't I? And I know that they need to be this width, but longer. So I think, yeah, I think if I fold and cut across him there, so I'm not cutting his ears or anything. Let's see what I can do. Give myself a bit of wiggle room. I think I may still have enough length on the what's left to make a decent size. Yes. Now here's hoping I can get 6. Okay, it's too big for my small cutter, so with scissor in it. Oops. Obviously the tags I'll be able to straighten up anyway on the chopper if I've made an horrendous job. Cute. I'll save those other little corner pieces because I'm sure they'll come in. Let's make a bit of room here. Let's put the lid on the glue. And I'm going to get 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 5. So I think I might go for 4. So if I cut it in half and half again, and then I can always trim them, can't I? So I go for 4 in this, and then ring the changes in something different. Oh, I could do that. I don't know why I did that. I could have done it on the cutter, couldn't I? In fact, I could get a much nicer shape. So these are 6 centimetres, which is slightly over 2 inches. So let's do that, because I've tried them in every one. Whoops. I have to move my table leg to get my foot under it, and yeah, I didn't quite put it back right. That was dangerous, didn't it? And actually, I want that piece there. So let's go this way. 6, just like that bit of the, yeah, the labels. Yeah. Same again then. I'm just going to be left with a smidge in the middle, aren't I? 6. Oh no, because there was 5, you fool. I don't get any better. So there is one, but it's got to bend right down the middle now, so we won't use it for that. Might be a nice hinge for something there. Okay, so we've got 4. 4 will be sufficient for today, I think. So to the top is there. Do 2 at a time. I'm going to cut them on this again. Was I about there? I'm very much just guessing now, aren't I? Why are you not the same? Just give me a nice straight top before I cut the corners. And that does not look straight to me, unless it was my eyes. No, it isn't. Gosh, look at that. How could that be straight? I don't know what I did. Must have moved it. Must have. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go for them smaller. I think I'm going to go for them hidden. Just. Might have strings out the top. Oh, I've gone in the second one now instead of the first. It's just going to be keep chopping it and see with each one, I guess, because, you know, the gluing wasn't an exact art, was it? I glued it myself. Yeah, so that one's well down, but with a hole in it and or a piece of lace. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Oops. Yes, you need a fair chunk of it. That should now be well down. Creaky table, sorry. Yeah. And I'm going to leave the middle 2 for now. And right, I want some off the bottom of this because I want that lovely top bit on show. I went to the trouble of saving it. I don't now want to chop it off, do I? I know it's taken a bit of faffing, but it's better than cutting too much off and not being able to fix it. Are you in? You are. I think I might take a real... Bear with me. So I'll do it now before I cut the tops. Yep. And finally... So it's turning into quite a long video, this one. Which way is going to be the top, that? So I don't think I'm going to embellish any more. For those of you that know, I can't sit too long at my desk. Oops. No, I want quite a bit off here. A bit tight, that one. I might take some off the side as well. We don't want it difficult to get in and out, do we? Just a smither, whatever that word is. Slither, that's it. I think that's the glue side as well of the booklet, that's why. A bit more at the bottom. Which was the glue side? That one, yeah. Just going to take that very glue edge off because I think that's probably what's stopping it going in. Yep, that's it. Okay, let me just clear my table a moment and remove my cardigan because I'm rather hot. I do get hot once I've, you know, been doing something for a while. I think it's to do with the tiredness from the op. So that probably means I should be having a rest in a moment. But let's get these tops shaped. some holes cut in them. I do? No. Oh, they're all different sizes, so I'm going to do them all individually. Now obviously lots of you have different ways of doing this. You might have a card that you've cut to a specific size, you know, like a credit card or a reward card. Your corner rounder type thing would do it. There is a crocodile corner chomper thing, isn't there? That would probably do it. But there's nothing wrong with a pair of scissors and cutting where you fancy. They all work. They're all effective. Now I'm thinking that some nice plain, what are these? Eyelet protectors would be nice on them. I don't have any, but I do have, not protectors, reinforcement, aren't they? Yeah, I do have an eyelet reinforcement punch. Yay. Should that be that way? Yes. So I can make some to put on here. I just need to find something plain to make them out of. Yeah, and I would like to show you that done. So what I'm going to do is just switch the camera off 2 minutes and find it and rest my knee, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've found my punch. I punched some holes, reinforcement out with some Edith Holden scraps. That one's not big enough, is it? You need a little bit to hold with this punch. I found it's not the best punch, but you do get a good circle out of it. So it is the 1 inch plus, it says. Yep, so I got 4 of those, and it did just fit nicely. I've done a couple up with the large hole cutter in the crocodile. Now, if you don't have one of these, it's not a problem. If you've got a little circular one of these, you can cut these out and you can stick them on just like I have that one, and then you can crocodile in the middle of that. It's a slightly wider one, but that's fine, and you get very much similar or even a nicer sometimes finish. If you don't have either one of those, you can use a piece of paper just folded over. Maybe we should do one of these because these are usually quite nice. Yeah, so a nice coloured piece of paper, fold it over, maybe chop the corners. Let me get my inker. The edges a bit. Yeah, and you put that on your, I think that's the only one with that one on now, isn't it? So I'm going to have one odd one. Let me do it on a different piece of, I'll make one of these. Let's make one at the end. Make another tag. Need straightening up, but I can straighten it up on there. Yep, so you put it on there like that. I think I'll use this glue. Oh, well, if I can find my glue book. If you can't, I'm going to use a bit of this. I don't know, so unorganised. Yeah, I'll just leave it a few minutes for that glue to start and dry. And then again, you just put a hole through it with your crocodile. I'll leave it a few minutes and show you how I put these on here. So I've got one stuck on, but no crocodile hole through it. Stick this one on. If you can leave them a few minutes, a few minutes to the glue to dry. You tend not to push it to one side then. And then I had my age-old problem of tying a bow with some string. I decided string would be the thing to go in here. It might look nice with lace. Might change it up for lace later, but at the moment I've gone for string. Yep, so the big one, that's that one. Just about. Keep your fingers out the way once you've got it where you want it. Yeah, just about the same size, not quite. Is that the one I've just done? It is. Let's do them both. I was letting this one set. I was letting that one set. There we go. Now I chose to keep these this white, this bright colour, this vintage Edith Holden colour. You could obviously ink them, or just ink the edges before you put them in if you wanted them to you know, look more grungy. Okay, so let's have a play with some more of this string. It's quite thick, this string. I did split some of it. Oh, that is a split one. Split some of it earlier, so it wasn't quite so chunky for the booklet, you know, because I've got them hanging out the top. Let's attempt another bow then. I'll attempt the 2 bunny ears that I've been doing recently, which have proved better than the other way I learned, but not necessarily brilliant either. Sorry if you can't see my fingers, but I'm doing it more myself by feel than yeah, you see, it's not that brilliant, is it? Yeah, I don't know what I do wrong, but for some reason I've got my strings going up in the air instead of coming down. I am, as I always do, I'm going to embrace it and live with it. So I've got 3 different bows going on there. Look, what am I going to do with this one? Oh, this is a thick piece. Should just go with a thick piece and leave it sticking out the top. Oh, it is a thick piece. Might need a bit of glue to keep that in place, I'm thinking. Just a tad. And that's it. Lid on. Lid on. That's it. Creaky table. There. So I've got 4 different tags, 4 different bows. Don't know how well actually they're, excuse my arm, they're showing up, those bows on that background colour. Of course they need inking. I don't think the booklet itself needed inking because everything was folded over and it's got lovely colourful edges. I can't see any white cut edges on it. But of course that depends very much on what papers you're going to use, as to whether yours wants inking, and very much on whether you're an inker or not. You might not be, as in a person that inks, as opposed to, you know, someone from Peru. I hope that was a correct bit of geography. Please correct me if it wasn't. So yeah, so they are actually quite a nice thickness for tags for writing on. They're not thin and flimsy. I'm quite pleased with them. I'm so pleased to have used 2.5 pages. No, because I used 1.5 in the booklet, didn't I, and 1/2 for this. So yeah, 2 full pages made 4 tags as well, didn't it? And that side's as nice as the other, isn't it? I have that lovely blue one at the front that I love. Or am I? Maybe that was a thinner one in there. Which one did I start with? That's the thing. Do none of you want to go in now? What's up with you? I thought that was the widest one. Something's occurred. Excuse me a moment. Don't know what happened. Let's try the wide one again. I think it might be the angle at which you put them in. Yeah, that's it. Oh, is it? It does not want to go down there. Okay, so perhaps that one is thinner. Obviously it's the way I've glued. Maybe that tag's just too fat. Yeah, because that one's going in at the top. We weren't doing the middle, were we? I'll have to come up with something for the middle. Yeah, you're going in there fine. So if this one won't fit in here, the tag is just too fat. Yeah. How did that happen? Did I not try? Perhaps I didn't try this one in any of them. Perhaps I tried all the others and not this one. I'm hoping it's not too much out. I'll try it before I ink it. I don't want to ink it and then cut it off again. Yeah, that's better. It's going in. Obviously I didn't measure that one. Now, I've made it in a little bit of a hurry to get it into the one video, I think. And obviously because I'm not good at sitting here for long periods, you obviously can take your time and do some something fabulous with it, can't you? Just put some bits in here to show what they are. That would be calling out for a label really down there as well, wouldn't it? Just see if we've got anything that's shouting out at me. Oops. Quite like that. Let's just put it down. Let's do a little bit of embellishing, haven't I? It's the best part. I'm not sure if you can see me back here gluing, but I apologise if you can't. Yep, that just kind of melts into the background. It's something else that can be written on, isn't it? Look at these. Just an excuse to get all the bits out, isn't it? Love these toadstool specimen. Too big. I haven't decided what's going on in the middle yet anyway, have we? No, I don't think so. Well, those big ones could go in there though, couldn't they? Could have a couple in there. Yes, okay, there we go. Right, I think I'll call that a day. Obviously, I've got all this to clear up and put away now. And my energy levels are still pretty low, to say the least. So, yeah, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching me make that, or chat to me in the comments. Pop over to Facebook group, Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group. Link will be in my description. Let me know what you're up to, and yeah, pop back and see me again tomorrow. Okay, bye for now, guys.